Jalapeño beef poppers have been made the same for years. We're gonna show you a technique to elevate your popper game. Plus, we're gonna use the air fryer. Let's get popping. So no surprise, we're getting things started here with some jalapeños. But here's where our poppers differ. Instead of half jalapeños served as a boat with average ingredients, we're going to dice jalapeños up. It will all make sense here in a minute. Remove the inner pith and seeds, or keep some seeds for extra heat. Then cut long slices before turning and cutting the jalapeños into a fine dice. Be careful when cutting peppers with bare hands. If the peppers have any heat to them, you'll want to wash your hands right afterwards. Definitely don't touch near your eyes. Put the jalapeno in with the star of the show. I'm using Certified Angus Beef brand ground chuck for the best beefy flavor. We'll put in 12 ounces of shredded cheddar, a little salt, make sure it's coarse kosher or sea salt, and a little black pepper. I like to use fresh cracked pepper here. And finally, we're also putting in a surprise ingredient, mustard seeds. These will add some great texture and flavor pop to our poppers. Now get everything mixed evenly. Try to avoid overworking it and warming up the ground beef. The texture in the popper will be much better if you gently lift and mix the ingredients to get things incorporated nicely. And on to forming our poppers. Use a teaspoon to form little football shapes. So lift a generous portion with your teaspoon and use your other hand to form poppers to a uniform shape. I'll set them on a sheet tray and pop them in the refrigerator to firm them up while I get onto an easy dipping sauce. We're going to make a honey lime cream sauce, a perfect cool and refreshing dip to balance the heat of the poppers. Starting with some sour cream in a bowl, we're going to add lime in two forms. Roll the lime with a little force on a cutting board to get the most juice out of it. But first, we're going to zest the lime. I like to use a microplane to get the zest super fine. Do that right over the sour cream. Then cut the lime in half and juice right into the bowl. We'll add a couple tablespoons of honey for sweetness. Agave nectar would also work great here. And finally, we'll chop some fresh cilantro. Hey, if you're not a fan of cilantro, grab some chives. Either fresh herb is perfect in this simple dip. With everything in the bowl, we can stir things up and set it aside. Okay, back to our beef poppers. We're going to get them ready to fry. Here's a great insider tip for you. Start by dusting with a little flour. This will give a little foundation for our crust. Our egg wash will have a little something to hold on to is the idea. By sprinkling the flour with a fine screen, like the one you would with confectioner's sugar on pastries, you will get an ideal thin layer of flour rather than clumps. Roll them around to get all the poppers lightly coated. Okay, let's get the crust on them. It's the crunch you crave, so here's how to make the best crust. In one bowl, I've got a couple whisked eggs. In the second dish, equal amounts of both panko style breadcrumbs and regular breadcrumbs. And now we get to breading the floured poppers. Working a couple at a time, go into the egg wash and into the breadcrumbs. Do your best at keeping one hand dry and only working in the breadcrumbs. Work your way through each popper, setting the complete ones back on the sheet tray. Now, if you're looking to cook your poppers with a traditional fryer technique, we've got you covered. Click here to jump to the video. So we're gonna put it in the air fryer. So we'll set this guy at 400 degrees and get the air fryer ready. Let's get it preheated a little bit and we'll get our poppers in. While the air fryer is warming up, I'm gonna spray cooking spray on both sides, top and bottom. This will help me get that crispy crust we need. Now I'm trying to protect the crust on this, so I want to be careful as I place them in. Also, the basket's going to be hot, so I don't want to touch the edges. Kind of like Operation, if you remember that game. Pull this out. And I'm going to do 2 batches, so put 6 in at a time. And the key is to give them plenty of space around each so we can get that air to circulate all around each of those poppers. After 4 minutes at 400 degrees, we'll turn each one carefully with tongs to get things crispy all the way around. 4 minutes more and they're good to go. Ooh, ready to go. They've got a browned outside. They feel crispy. Not bad looking air fryer. I'm gonna try it dipped. It's a really good popper. Beef flavor, jalapeno, cheese, all mixed together. It has a bit of a crunch on the outside. Balanced perfectly with that jalapeno though is that honey lime cream sauce. Cools it, balance, cool and heat. It's a good thing. Air fryer, okay, good showing. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time here in the test kitchen.